Hey, this is Richard Blazevich, author of Interview Prep Playbook, and today I'm going to show you how to self-publish a book using Amazon service called Kindle Direct Publishing. Now, Kindle Direct Publishing, also known as KDP, is a really easy way to publish a book. I've published 4 books on it, and every one has been super simple. Here's an example of one of the books. This one's called Interview Prep Playbook College Student Edition, and as you can see, it's a really nice quality cover. The spine is done really well, and the book is printed just absolutely flawlessly. So I would highly recommend this service. I'll walk you through how to do it. One quick thing before I put the book away is I want to show you a nice feature is in the back of the book, it tells you the date the book was printed. What Amazon does is they actually print on demand. That means when somebody orders your book, they will print it and they will ship it out. If that person's on Amazon Prime, they'll receive the book within 2 days. So it's amazing they can do that so quickly. I would highly recommend KDP. Now let's get started on how to use it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to publish your book in 2 formats. One is the Kindle electronic book format, and the second one is a paperback format. I'm not going to show you in this video how to publish an audio book. That's not available on KDP, at least not yet. Amazon does have a separate site where you can publish an audio book, and that's called ACX. I'll do a separate video showing you how to publish an audio book. To publish your book, you will need a few things. First of all, you'll need a book. I wrote mine in Microsoft Word format, so I'll show you how to upload it if your book's in that format. You don't actually need a book cover. I'll show you how to use KDP's automatic book cover generating feature. But if you do have your own book cover, you can upload that as well. And then to create your account, you will need bank account information so they know how to pay you. And you also need to input your tax information because at the end of the year, you'll get a 1099 for all of your earnings. First, you'll need to go to the Kindle Direct Publishing website where you can sign up for an account. To create your account, just enter in your name, and then you'll also need to enter in your email address and your password. Once you've done that, you can hit Create Your KDP Account. That'll bring you to the agreement, so go ahead and just read through the agreement and click Agree, and then you get taken to your bookshelf. This is the main place where you'll be able to publish books. It's also the page where you can see all of the books that you've published. Since this is a new account, I don't have any books on this. The site is asking me to put in some additional information, so let me click on the Update Now. And when I do that, it tells me it wants to know what country I live in and then how I want to get paid. So type in United States, go in, enter a little bit more information about myself, and then the getting paid, that's where they want to know my bank account information. So my bank is in the United States. I type in the account number, the routing number, and then it can make direct deposits for my royalties into my account. It's also going to want to know some tax information. That's so that it can send you a 1099 form at the end of the year, and the IRS is going to know how much income you make from your book royalties. So after I've entered that, I go back to my dashboard, and let's start by creating a Kindle ebook. This is the basic information about the book. So I type in my book title. My book has a subtitle, so I'll type that in as well. And then I don't have a series, so I'm not going to enter in the series. I'm not going to enter in the edition number, but I will enter in the author. That's my name. So type in your name where it says author. And then if you have any people who have helped you with it, if you have a co-author, you can enter that in there. I don't, so I'm going to just move on to the description section. I do have the publishing rights, and then here is where I enter keywords. You can enter up to 7 keywords or key phrases, so go ahead and fill that in. Now I'm going to update the categories that I want my book shown in. So choose the categories that are most relevant for your book content. That way when people are browsing through these categories, they will find your book. Now you can choose 2 choices. I'm going to choose careers, job hunting, and careers general, because I want people searching in those categories to find my book. There's also a section for age and grade range. I don't have a specific age range, so I'm going to leave that blank. You can also set up your book to be pre-ordered if you're not ready to publish it yet. My book is ready to be published, so I'm going to click on that. And then the next section that it wants you to go to is the actual content for the book. So you entered the details that are going to describe the book. This is where you upload the files. First, I'm going to upload the actual book. This is the Microsoft Word document that contains the inside content of the book. Once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and upload a cover. Now I have two choices. I can use the cover generator feature, which I'll click on now, or I can upload a cover, which I'll show you how to do here in just a minute. So when you go into the cover generator program, you have a few options. I'm going to say skip this step and go straight into the covers. Amazon has a pretty good variety of covers, so let's pick one here. This looks like a nice bright cheerful color, so we'll do the bright red cover, and I'll select that. The title, the subtitle, and the author name look good, so I won't make any changes there. You can edit that content if you want. Now I'm going to back out and go into uploading my own cover. So you just click on that, find the cover that you have. You just need a JPEG image, so it doesn't have to be a fancy file. That's a cover that I had somebody on freelancer.com create for me. So I just uploaded that. Now I can preview the Kindle book. So now that the files are uploaded, I'm previewing it. It shows you what it looks like on a device. So there's my cover, there's my copyright page, acknowledgements, content, introduction. Everything looks good. So if everything looks great, then I'm going to go ahead and publish it. If I have any issues, if I see anything I don't like, then I can just go back into the Word document, make my changes, and then re-upload it. Okay, so now I've uploaded the cover, I've uploaded the book, and I've previewed the book. So now I'm going to save it. And the last step is I need to decide what my pricing is going to be. So I go into the pricing section, and there's several different options. There's KDP Select, we'll cover that in a separate video. There's royalty and pricing information, that one we'll go ahead and do now. You've got two choices for royalties. I choose the 70% royalty. There's information in here if you want to know what the difference is in the royalty, but I won't go into that now. I like getting the higher royalty rate. And when you enter in the price that you're offering for your book, it automatically calculates the royalty. So I'll make $2.74. It also shows you how much you'll make for people buying it in other countries. So you can see all of the different denominations there. Amazon does automatically do the conversions into other monetary forms, so it's pricing your book at a comparable price for each country. There's some more choices here. They have a feature called Matchbook where people can get the Kindle at a discounted price if they've also bought the paperback version. And then there's a book lending feature. I recommend you read through those and decide which of those features are right for you. So go ahead and click on all of these useful little links that they have that tell you more details about these features. And now that I've gotten the book pricing done, and I'm ready to publish. So I go in and I publish. That's the Kindle version. It's that easy to publish. Now I'm going to go into the paperback version and publish this book in paperback. I'll enter in the title, the subtitle. As you'll see, it's very similar to publish the paperback book as it was to publish the Kindle version. The fields are almost identical. So you enter in your book title. Then I skip past the series and edition number, but I do put in the author. Again, that's me. I put in a very brief description. I'll go back and fill in more later. Publishing rights, I own the publishing rights. I'll enter in the keywords, and it does ask for the categories again. So I'll go ahead and click the same categories, which is career, job hunting in general. And then it doesn't have any adult content, so I'll click the no adult content box. And then the second step is to upload the information. Before I upload the content, I'm going to create an ISBN number. Every paperback book has a unique ISBN. It's kind of like every product in the store has a unique UPC. So go ahead and create that. Select the date that you're publishing the book. Now here you have some options. Here you can choose what type of paper. Do you want cream colored paper? Do you want white paper? Or do you want to print in color? So I like the white paper. To me, it's crisper. It feels more modern. The 6 by 9 inch is the standard size. That seems to be a good size. On the bleed setting, that's just whether or not you want things to bleed off the edge of the page. I don't, so I say no bleed. And then choose what type of finish you want on your cover. You can have matte or glossy. I like glossy for my books. They're a little more contemporary looking, a little more up to date. If you want something that looks a little more old fashioned, you might want to choose matte finish. The manuscript is next. Now you upload the content that's actually inside the book. So click on the file that you want to upload. And now, just like you did with your Kindle book, you can either use one of the standard covers. So let's take a look, see if we can find a cover that's similar to the Kindle one we picked. Let's scroll off to the right, see if there are any other options. There it is, the red book. So if we wanted to go with the standardized cover, we could go here and check the title, the author name, the subtitle, everything looks good. This has back panel copy on it, so you can type in what you want to appear on the back panel of your book. It also has a section for the author information and the author photo. I'm just going to delete that for now, but I'll go ahead and show you how to insert a picture of the author photo. So I just choose a photo of myself, and then I do the preview, see what I think of that cover, and there it is. Doesn't look bad for a standard cover. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of this one though, and I'll use a cover that I have already created. Again, I had a freelancer create a cover for me, so I go into upload a cover you already have. I pick the cover that someone created for me, and that is going to upload. So now I've got the manuscript updated, the cover updated. So I go down to... Now I seem to be running into an error. It's not letting me preview the book. The reason it's not letting me preview it is I actually skipped the ISBN step. So I'll go back up to the top of the screen and do what I was supposed to do, which was actually create an ISBN number. I skipped that step earlier. So now that I've created it, I can go back down to the previewer and it lets me preview. So here is the preview of my book. You can see the cover there, and then you go inside and you can see everything that was in the Word document that I created, and it looks good. The table of contents looks good, the introduction, go into the chapters. I would recommend clicking through the entire book, making sure your formatting looks good, and everything looks like it is working. So now that I've previewed the book, it is time for me to go and set my pricing. So I save all the content. Now I go in and I look at the pricing. It tells me that the minimum price for my book, of the length that my book is $5.62. If I enter that price, I will make $0 in royalty. That means Amazon will use up all of the cost for their printing and shipping. Let's try $50. If I enter $50, great. I make $26 in royalties, but nobody will buy the book since it's so expensive. What I'll do now is just go in and set a reasonable price. So if I set $9.88, you can see what my royalties will be. Click over here and you can see what my royalties are in each country when people buy the books in other monetary units. So that's it. Now I've published my paperback book. After you wait a couple of days, you can go into Amazon and search for your name and book, and it will pull up the book that you published. So you just click on the book, and this is what it looks like. You go in there, and there's the title, there's my author name. This book's been up for a little while, so it has some reviews, and it has a Kindle version, a paperback version. There's actually an audio version of this. I did go into ACX and I uploaded the audio files. So this particular book has all three versions. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see the description on the book. And it's always fun to go in and check on your reviews. This one is doing pretty well. I've got 5 reviews, so I like reading through what people have said about the book. And then Amazon also lets you create an author page once you've published a book. So you can go into Author Central, you can put links into all your books, you can put in videos, photos, and it shows all the books that you have published. So there you can see the list of books that I've got. It's always fun just to keep track of what content you're putting out there for the world to see. Now that we've gone to Author Central, let's go back to KDP and go into the bookshelf and look at all these features. Amazon lets you go back in and edit any of the content that you've put up. It also lets you do special promotions. So KDP Select is a promotion that you can do to offer your book at discounted prices. Another feature is you can go into reports, and reports shows you how many copies of your books you've been selling. So let's set this for the last 90 days. This is how many books I've sold. And you can see that big spike there when I sold a bunch of books was when I was doing a presentation, and the people after the presentation bought copies of the books. You can then scroll down and see the royalties. There's the royalties I've made, and you will get addicted once you have books up on Amazon. You'll be checking this reports. I check it every day just to see if anybody's bought a copy. So it is extremely fun publishing books and extremely fun seeing if anyone is purchasing your books. So that's all it takes to become a self-published author using Amazon's KDP platform. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to see more videos like this. If you know somebody who wants to be a self-published author, please share this video with them. Thanks, and I'll see you in my next video.